Hey guys, it's Dina with Simply Dina. Coming on here tonight, my first live video showing you how I make bows. Just a few ways. I do them several ways, but I want to show you a few ways that you can do them. This was the toughest thing for me when I started doing crafts and wreaths and things like that. I was scared to death with the bows. So if I can make it easier for anyone else, I'm happy to do that. So the first one I'm just going to do by hand, and I've just picked a couple of random colors here. Try to coordinate some of it, and it's pretty simple to do. A lot more simple than I made it myself when I first started. I'm trying to get on here because, like I said, this is my first live, and trying to see where I can see comments. Here we go. Okay. All right. So when you're first doing it by hand, you just want to make your tail as long as you want it. So if you want a 12-inch tail, you'll measure that. I don't always measure. I just don't. So it's your choice if you want to use like a mat with dimensions on it so you can measure, or if you want a ruler or a tape measure or something like that. But for the sake of this video, we're going to go with a 12-inch tail because I have this close here. Let me put on my glasses so I can see. And what you want to do is you want to twist once you get your tail, and then you're going to make your loop for your first. I don't know if you can see that, but I have a loop here, and that loop is about 6 inches. So we have one loop and in our tail, and we have 2 ribbons in here. So if you wanted 3 different colors, you could do 3 different colors. Now you want to go on the other side and do another loop. So just measure out 6. Like I said, I don't typically measure, but for this video, I'll measure just so you guys can see. So there's your other loop. The main thing is, if you have a pattern or a ribbon that doesn't have the same on both sides, you definitely want to make sure you're twisting. So this is where you're going to twist. And as you can see, there's the front of it. But let's make 2 more loops on each side so it's pretty full. So you already have your measurement here, so you don't have to use anything to measure again. You just want to make it the same. Or if you want to make it smaller, you can do that as well. So make your loop, pinch. And I tend to lose grip in my hands, so that's why I actually use a bow maker now instead of my hands. So if I drop this, I apologize. Okay, and again, I twist it. So I'm gonna go this side. And one thing you don't want to do, you want your bows to be fluffy. So make sure that you are not flattening these at all. And then you're going to twist again, and that will give you your front. So you have 2 loops on both sides, 2 tails, and now you'll want to cut. So I'm just gonna eyeball it here. I didn't measure it just because my hands, I don't want to get those twisted in there. As you can see, my loop, I'll let go of it there. Okay, so obviously we need to cut these, but before we do that, I want to show you how I secure the bow so that we can go to the details of it last. And what I've laid out here is some pipe cleaners, some zip ties. Some people use floral wire. I've used all of it. I do the zip ties quite a bit. They're more secure. But I do have that one has pipe cleaners too. I mean, zip ties. Sorry about that. I thought I was going to show you one with pipe cleaners, but we'll do one with a pipe cleaner just so you can see. And I'm going to sniffle a lot in this. The weather here in Kentucky is crazy. It was like 60 degrees. Now it's turning cold and it's snowing, so you just never know what it's going to be. So my nose is running a lot today, so I apologize. Okay, so I put that zip tie through there, and I didn't pull it really tight because I want to put that other zip tie on the back. And I'm going to put this on the back, and one thing you do want to remember, put on the back whatever you're wanting to secure it to. So if you're wanting to secure it to say a staircase, you probably want to use the pipe cleaners because those will not damage the staircase, and they'll be easy to remove also. So I've slid the pipe cleaner through, and now I'm going to go ahead and tighten this and flip this to the back here, and I am going to clip that off with some wire cutters. So you have your zip tie that you can tie it to, your two tails, your two loops, and one thing, you can see your zip tie right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a piece of ribbon and tie it around there so it will give it a finished look, and then we will go back and fix the tails and fluff the bow. So let me cut off a piece, and the front is green, so we're going to go with the purple. And you just want to cut a piece of ribbon about like that, and that is about 9 inches right there, and then kind of cut through the middle of it. You don't want it as bulky to tie it, and just fold it over. Make a small little piece there, and you're going to go in the middle like that and put it on the back. Sorry if you can't see. I'll try to make it where you can see. Tie it on the back, double tie it. I sometimes will stick some hot glue right there if I don't get it really tight, because I don't want it to come loose. And like I said, I don't have a lot of strength in my hands at times, so I don't feel like I get that as tight as it should be. So, and then those little extra pieces, you'll just cut those off. All right, so there you have that. And now what you want to do is you want to fluff your bow. So you're going to go through and pull those loops apart, because remember you have 2 pieces of ribbon in there. Like that. See how pretty that is? It's a pretty spring bow. And for the ends, before we cut those, I want to go over, people cut the ends of the bows, the tails, differently. You can cut them at an angle. You can dovetail them, and what that is just cutting it, folding it in half and cutting it so you have like a chevron pattern, or a V. People call it different things, but I'll do the dovetail just so you guys can see that. And so I folded that in half, and there we have the dovetail. And we want to do the others that way. Like that. And before I do the other side, let me cut this excess off. And tonight what we're going to do, since this is my first live, and I'm happy you guys are here, if you would like, share, and comment on the video, I am going to send you all of the bows but one that we make tonight. So I think we're going to make 3 here. I need 1 for something that I'm sending to Brooke at Refab for her March event. So I need to make 1 for that. That one I'll need to keep, but the others I'm going to send to you. So this is 1. And this is 1 that I've already made. So there's 2 already. And then, like I said, we'll do 2 others. So one of them will go for what I'm sending, and then the other I'll send to you guys. So just make sure you like, share, and comment. And we will draw the winner. Let's let this go through Monday at 11:59 p.m. Eastern time. That way, Tuesday we'll pick a winner and get those sent out to you. Getting back to this bow, you can either leave your tails the way they are, or you can roll them to give it another look, like that. Sorry if I'm jumping all over the place. I'm trying to remember. I meant to tell you about the giveaway in the beginning. And I lied, we're going to make 3 other rows, not 2. Because I do want to show you one other one that's kind of fun. Alright, so there it is. Very cute. Very springy. So, like I said, like, comment, share, and this could be yours. Okay, the next one that I'm gonna do is what I call like a crazy streamer bow, tail bow, whatever you want to, however you want to name it, that's what I call it, so I know what I'm putting on, or what kind of bow I'm doing. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut 2 long pieces of each color. So I'm going to do 3 different colors. This fuchsia color, this bluish turquoise color, and yellow. And we're going to make the tails, we're going to make a 20-inch tail 2 times for each. So after you cut your first one, you can use that as your guide. And if you actually cut it too long or a little bit too short, it's not a big deal because it's a crazy funky bow. And again, this is another one that's by hand. So you don't have to go out and buy a bow maker. If you just want to make a cute bow for something around the house and you know you're not going to use it all the time, they are great. I use a bow maker just because I make a lot of bows. This is my therapy because I have a chronic illness that kind of keeps me in bed most of the time. So this is, my husband created this page for me so I could talk to you guys and do something that's a little fun. And it helps with muscle strength and things like that in your hands and arms. Just doing little things like this. So if you have something going on with you, you know, and you like to craft, this is probably a good thing that you could do. Okay, so we have 2 of each. What we're going to do is we're going to fold it over, and then you're just going to bring it together, scrunch it together a bit like that, and do the next color. Try to keep everything about the same length. Like I said, if you don't, that's fine. Kind of twist that a little. And I could have made these a little bit longer to make it more streamy. If you have a long project, a wreath or something that you're wanting a really long streamy bows, you can make these quite a bit longer. Sometimes 30 inches is really good for that. So we'll do the pink. And then we'll go back to the yellow on this side here. Can't really tell who's watching. I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure this all out, guys. I'm sorry. But hi everyone, I can't see that far away there. Thank you for joining. And tell me where you're from. Hope you guys are having a good night. It's snowing here in Kentucky, so. We're gonna go with the next color here. And then we'll do the last, the pink on this side. I can see WV. It looks like we have somebody from West Virginia. Hi, West Virginia. Sorry, can't really see that far. Okay, so you have all the colors. I typically make these with more than this, but for the sake of the video, I'm gonna just keep it at this. And this is where we're going to use the pipe cleaner. So just fold it and go in around. And you're going to twist. Twist the bow instead of the pipe cleaner. That will get this tighter and more secure and will keep your loops from coming out. And once you do that, just fluff it like we did the other, and you're going to have a bow like that. And like I said, if you make these longer, the streamers, and you put more ribbon, it's going to be a lot prettier. But this is good if you want to add a filler to like a wreath or to a small floral arrangement. This will be really good for that. And then what we're going to do now is just go back and cut the tails like we did on the other. We're going to dovetail this one as well. So just fold in half. Okay, there's your V. And Scott is going to be doing the videos with me. This is all his bright idea, but he's going to be helping. He just has he's in the bed with a kidney stone, unfortunately, so he's taking it easy. And I promised everyone I would do a live, so I wanted to go ahead and do that. So he's a lot more fun than I am talking on the camera. He's definitely not camera shy like me, so. So I'm just going through, and even the small ones that are under there, I'm going through and clipping. And this one, since you use a pipe cleaner to secure the bow, if it's something small that you're going to put this on, obviously this will take care of it. If not, you can tie an additional pipe cleaner on the end, just wrap it around, and that will give you a longer piece to wrap it around whatever you want to put this on. So there's always options there when you're doing your bows and what you're gonna put them on. Obviously I am not paying attention and I cut this the wrong way. Let's see here. Make sure I got them all right. That's one thing why I don't do a lot of dovetails anymore. I always do them backwards, just my mind not thinking correctly. But there you go. That's a cute little bow you can put on something small. So that's another one you will get if you happen to win. Okay, now I told you guys about bow makers. I've tried so many of them. The one I'm using now is the Easy Bow Maker, and I absolutely love this one. This one is my favorite. It has 3 dowels in the middle. The smaller ones for small bows like hair bows, or if you want to do something small like the one we just did, this one, you could do that. And here in the small area, I use the big most of the time because I'm usually putting it on a wreath or something like that. And then there's a spool holder, so you can actually put the ribbon spool on there and roll it out to do what to make your bow. But I'm going to do that one last because I'm going to use this one to make the bow for the giveaway that I need. I'm going to show you one more that I used a lot. before I got my Easy Bow Maker, and that's the Bow Dabra. Scott calls it the Bow de Bras. So anyway, it's the Bow Dabra, and I don't know if anyone has ever watched Trendy Trees videos. They use this one, and they actually secured it to a piece of wood, so it doesn't move, and they could mark their measurements already on the board. They would have everything right there. One of the things with the Bow Dabra is they have a string that you can buy with it. It's kind of wiry, and you put that down first. You don't have to do that. You can totally use a pipe cleaner or a zip tie, just like we did the others. This one does come with this little, I don't know what they call it, a little push down, so you can push each time you put a ribbon in here, you can push it down. This one, I used it for a long time, and it's done a really good job. It seemed to not give me as much versatility as the Easy Bow Maker. So just try out different ones. If you're a crafter, you can get these just about anywhere, any of the craft stores. Use your coupon at Hobby Lobby or Michael's and get a percentage off. You can also get them, I'm sure, on Amazon, eBay, any of those places. They will have them for you. So just whatever bow maker you like to use. One bow maker that was a bit too complicated for me, I didn't have enough patience for, was the Pro Bow. It makes beautiful bows, but there's a lot of twists and turns to it in instructions, and I don't read instructions. So here's that. Okay, so we're gonna go with, let's see here. I don't think I'm gonna use that one. I think I'm gonna go with this one. It has, it's kind of a burlap type ribbon. It has some yellow flowers, some pink, whites, and greens in it. So I'm gonna use that one. And we use a burlap to finish it. And I was gonna go with yellow, but I think I'm gonna bring that pink out in the middle. So we'll go with that. Something else, if you want to make your bows fluffier, you can add more ribbon, or you can add tails. So you can just like cut a piece of ribbon about like that and put that in between the loops, and that will give it different dimensions and a different feel. So we're gonna go with this one first. It's the 2.5 ribbon. So we're gonna put the wider ribbon on the bottom, and I'm gonna go with, let me cut. Anytime you open new ribbon, there's gonna be a spot at the bottom that's been folded over. Just go ahead and cut that off. That way you can start measuring what you need. So I will measure, I'm going to go 18 inches on a tail for this one. And you're just going to go down the middle. Here, I hope you guys can see. And scrunch it going down. And then twist again like we did on the other. If you can see where I twisted. And then you're going to do your loop. Now my loop, I'm going to make my loop a 5-inch loop. So we're going to go down the middle there, and you have your loop on that side. You're going to twist again, and you're going to do a loop on this side that is 5 inches as well. And honestly, it looks a little bit more than 5 inches to me. And then I'm going to go ahead and actually, I'm going to do two. I'm going to do 2 loops on each side. Just throw that in the floor. It's easier to unroll. And twist, and the loop on the other side. And don't, when you're making your loops, don't push those down. You definitely want to use wire ribbon because it's going to hold the structure better. But don't push those down because you want those to stay fluffy. And now I'm going to cut my tail on this one. Just use the other side as your guide. Now we want to go with the color because we want to finish it off with this burlap, but I want to bring this pink in here. So we're going to make the tail about an inch, half an inch shorter than the first, just so when they're rolled up or if they're laying on top of each other, you can see the other ribbon behind it. So again, down the middle here, twist, and we're going to make this one shorter. We're going to make it about an inch shorter than we did the other, so you can see the other side. Loop, twist, and loop. This ribbon, this is, I forgot where I got this one, but it's not as thick, so it doesn't, kind of have to work with it a little bit more to make it stay. And we're going to go 2. So and you want to make that the same size as the other pink. Twist. And there you go. And then use the other side as your guide to cut. I haven't been using this, but that will hold it. Squish it down. That's what you're supposed to do with it. But I'm so used to using the Easy Bow Maker now that I don't do that. Okay, now we're going with the burlap. So we're going to go, again, just a little bit shorter than the pink, so they'll lay on top of each other. Go down the middle, scrunch, twist, and then do your loop. And I'm just going to go maybe a 1/2 inch smaller. Twist. And other side. And we're just doing one of these. And go ahead and cut that off. Use that little push down lever, or whatever you call it. And with that in there, you can go ahead and start fluffing your bow. Get your tails going in the right direction. And take this out. And I'm going to slide the pipe cleaner zip tie under the layers here. And start to bring it up. So just make sure you're hanging on to that pretty tight so it doesn't come loose. And before I tighten it up, I'm going to stick the zip tie in the back. For it to be secure. And guys, I'll go back and look at your comments and everything after. Sorry I can't see that far to comment now. I had my iPad set up here. I was hoping I could see them there, but obviously I'm not a tech person, so. I have to get Scott or one of the kids to show me what to do. Cut that off. I'm going to move that out of the way. And one of the things with that is I didn't really get my bow the way I wanted it. You can tell here the burlap is kind of hanging down. Okay guys, my phone is getting ready to die. Let me plug it in real fast so I don't lose you. Sorry about that. And yes, I have on pajama bottoms if you happen to see when I got up. Sorry. There we go. Okay. Anyway, so see how the burlap kind of went down a little bit further than I wanted it. So what I'm going to do is I was going to use the pink to put in the middle because you typically go with the middle color. But because there's not, the way it ended up showing more of the pink on top of that burlap, I'm going to use just burlap to go in the middle. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to just cut a piece off about 10 inches or so, 10 or 11 inches. And cut straight down the middle. Fold it over. And then use that as a tie to go in the middle of the bow where that zip tie is to cover it. Guys, if there's something you want me to do on a live, show you a different way to make a bow, there's several different ways and several different types. I'm just showing you just a few. Put it in the comments, or send us a message or something, and we'll be happy to do that. Floral arrangements or any kind of craft, anything like that. If you want to see it live, just comment and let us know. We'll be glad to do that. Okay, so there it is. And again, you can finish it off by rolling these if you want. Just roll them up. Gives it a different look. So, pretty bow. So that's another one that if you like, share, and comment, you could win this one along with the other three. Sorry. So 4 bows. You could get 4 bows. Now, the one that I said I'm going to keep, I need to make for this. And what I'm doing with this is I'm sending this to Brooke at Refab. She has an event. I believe it's in Nashville in March. And I could be wrong. So if any of you guys follow Brooke and you're going to that event, please double check because I could be totally wrong. But I need to get this to her. And so I need to make a bow for it. And of course, attach the jute on it. So this will be a door prize. Whoever wins this at her event can hang this on their door or hang it in their home somewhere. So we're gonna go with that one now, and I'm gonna do it on the Easy Bow Maker because the Easy Bow Maker, because like I said, that's my favorite one. That's the one I'm using all the time now, and I just feel more comfortable with that one than the others just because I haven't used those in a while. I do like my hand bows as well, but I don't know what ribbon I'm going to use, so I definitely want to make sure I have something to hold it for me. I think, okay, we have blue, some blues, grays, and pinks. So I think that I'm going to start out with, and I want to put a pop of yellow in there because there's some yellow in the flowers. And that's one thing, any project that you're doing, don't be afraid to mix and match colors. You'll see now that it's getting close to Easter, you'll see a lot of bunnies that are pinks and blues and purples and a lot of pastel colors. But don't be afraid if you see a carrot, there being an orange in there. Don't be afraid to add color to it. There's no right or wrong. Patterns, colors, anything like that. No right or wrong. Just go with whatever you're using there. Or whatever colors, draw from those. Let's see. Okay. Again, this is a new roll of ribbon, so I need to cut that bottom off. And I'm just going to cut it in an angle. And I'm going to go with a 12-inch tail because I don't want it to overwhelm that rabbit any. The focus is more the rabbit than the ribbon on that door hanger. And one thing about the Easy Bow Maker is it has the measurements for you on here, so you don't have to worry about having a ruler or a mat or anything like that to measure. So I'm going to go out 5 inches. And squish it down. Make sure I keep my bow, the loop, I don't press the loop down. Twist. I guess I should use that. And I'm going to come at 5 inches over here. Again, keep your loop. And I'm going to do 2. Squish down. Keep your loops. Twist. Last loop. And I'm going to measure my tail with the other. All right. So there's the blue and white stripe. And next, I think that I'm going to do that yellow next. And I'm going to do 2 loops on that one as well. And I'm going to make my tail just a tad bit shorter. And the loop, I'm going to make it about an inch, half an inch shorter. Yeah. Twist. And it's the same concept on all of these. I do know that the Easy Bow Maker at Michael's is where I got mine, and I think it was like $9.99, and I used my coupon, so I got it for like $6 thereabouts. So it's pretty inexpensive. And the little one, you can also make some cute little bows for a little gift for like Christmas gifts. I did that at Christmas. I made some little ones. Twist again, and this is the last loop. And again, measure with your tail on the opposite side. Okay, and now I'm going to go with the pink, and I'm only going to use one loop on this. This is a gingham print, so if you notice, we have stripes, solids, and then a plaid. So, like I said, no rhyme or reason, no rules. And the tail, I'm going to go about a ½ inch shorter down the middle. Twist, loop. Other side. And okay, so there we have that. And again, I'm going to use a zip tie. Just bring that around the back there. Take your other zip tie and put it through the loop so you can secure it. I'll be securing it to that jute, so then you want to tighten that up and bring your loops out. Let me move that out of the way. And now we're going to cover that middle up there, and I'm going to go with the yellow just because it's the middle color there. About 10 or 11 inches, 12. Just give you a good length. And the puppies are going crazy. I hear them in there with Scott, so they don't bark. And they went out. So, fold, and we're going to tie. I forgot to cut off this zip tie. Now I'm going to tie. Alright, there you have it. I did exactly what I told you guys not to do. Don't squish your loops there. So I'm just fluffing those back up. I'm going to roll my tails. And there you have it. And that will be for this bunny. And like I said, we'll have a piece of jute so they can hang it, and then the bow will be on there. So that'll be really cute. So that's it for the bows for tonight. Like I said, if there's something you guys want to see, just comment, and we'll be happy to do that for you. And Scott can help me with seeing the video and seeing the comments, because obviously I can only see like blurs from here. And don't forget to like, comment, and share, and you will, the winner will get 4 bows. We'll mail these out. There's 2. And then these 2, we'll send those out to you. After we draw a name on, we'll draw it Tuesday, like I said, in Monday night at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then we'll draw from there. So thanks. You guys have a good night. Bye.